What's happening, guys? So, this is the match preview of the game tomorrow. Spurs against Arsenal, the North London derby. Now, I'm personally not nervous for this game. I'm looking at it and I think to myself, the vulnerabilities of Spurs this season, as shown, combined with our form, that we can go there and win and get our first win at that ground, right? So let's get on to Spurs. Let's talk about Spurs. Let's talk about how they've been this season. I'm sick of them sweatsuits and them corny hats. Let's talk about it. So Spurs, Aston Villa have gone to their ground and won. I think, did Brighton go there and win this season? There's been a couple of other teams that have gone there and won. You look at the games, Spurs have been dropping games altogether. They are very beatable. I don't see why the Arsenal can't go there and get 3 points. I really don't. I'm more confident about this game than I am the game against United at Emirates. I'm more confident about this game. You know what I mean? Like, we've gone to a couple of bogey grounds this season and we haven't lost. Like, Brighton's one of them. I mean, you could say Southampton, but we didn't win that game either. I mean, it's been one of those seasons for Arsenal where so far we've been digging everything out. Now, my worry is, we've come to the turn of the year and we drew against Newcastle at home. I mean, to me, that's not a good sign. You know what I mean? Drawing at home, you would at least draw away from home, not at home. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that was just a little blip, because we can't expect to win every single game. You know what I mean? We've only drawn 2 games in the league this season and lost 1. You know what I mean? So you look at that and anybody else will think, well, why would you complain? You know what I mean? Because look at your form. It's all well and good saying that, but this is Arsenal. Like, we've got a history of making it look like we're going to do something and then not. You know what I mean? Like, believing in Arsenal is kind of like believing in that person that's used to keep slapping you every time you went near him, but one day they turn around and say, "Give me a hug." You know what I mean? You're not going to believe him if every time you did go for a hug, when they're asked, they slapped you in the face. That's Arsenal. So let me show the match preview anyway. On the screenshot, I dig around in the head-to-head because somebody asked, I can't remember who it was, I might have been watching another channel. Somebody asked, have Arsenal ever scored at that ground? But we did. It was Lacazette that scored. It was in 2021. It was when no fans were there. It was the first time we played there. First time we played there was no fans there, and Lacazette put us in front in that game. So he was the only Arsenal player to score at that new ground. You know what I mean? So the rest of the times Spurs have been getting clean sheets against us. You know what I mean? I reckon tomorrow that changes. I do think that we'll win tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like a 1-0 or 2-1, maybe even a 3-1. Because the reason why I'm giving them a goal is because we'll foul one of their players in the box and Harry Kane will score a penalty. You know what I mean? That's as certain as death. You know what I mean? The thing's certain in life. You know what I mean? Death, taxes, and Harry Kane scoring a penalty against Arsenal. It's inevitable. If we come out that game without conceding a penalty, I'll be shocked. Regardless of the result, I'll be shocked at that alone. I mean, but for me, Spurs are there for the taking. I'm not worried about them. At first, I was like, "Oh, we ain't gonna win at Spurs. No, we're not gonna win." But then I'm looking at them and I'm thinking, "Nah, Aston Villa and all them, man, they're getting 3 points there. Spurs aren't the same." Now we know Spurs will turn up because it's at their ground. Like Spurs, like last season when we went there, we made the mistake of trying to play as if we were at the Emirates. We made that mistake. Spurs lapped that up, and we bought top 4. You know what I mean? I think we got a little bit complacent as well when we went there last season. And I knew full well we weren't going to win there. I knew full well we weren't going to win there. I said to everyone, we are not winning that game. No way, Jose Enrique. Not happening. You know what I mean? But this time, I mean, Spurs don't have the venom that they had before. They just don't. I mean, the only thing that can perk them up is Harry Kane scoring a penalty. That's it, in my opinion. Oh, the fact that it's a North London derby as well. Because Spurs, when's the last time Spurs choked at home in a North London derby? You know, it's been a while. I mean, we haven't won there in the league since 2014. In all competitions, 2015. And we haven't won at that new ground yet. We are due a win there. I'm telling you right now, we are due a win at that new ground. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I mean, back in the days, Spurs could never beat us. Now it's the beating us at their ground and we're just beating them at our ground. They just got that one win in 2010 at the Emirates in the league. But, you know, happens, doesn't it? But yeah, if I was to give a score prediction, yeah, I'd say 2-1 Arsenal. I'll go 2-1. I don't think we'll go as far as getting 3. I don't think Spurs will be that bad. Not in an North London derby and they're at home. I don't think they'll be that bad to concede 3 from Arsenal. Personally don't. Unless it's one of those games where it ends up being 2-2 and, you know, and then we get a winner or something. But, you know, these next few games, like, is because we've got Spurs tomorrow. Then we've got Man United at home. And then we go away to Everton. But I think we'll play Man City before that. I think we'll play Man City in the FA Cup before that. But I know we'll go away to Everton. And I'm not even confident about that. Because Everton, they're kind of like Southampton. They'll let everybody penetrate them. But when it comes to Arsenal, nope, you can't. You know what I mean? Like I said before in another video that I did. You know what I mean? Teams like that is like the biggest slag that you know that everybody's been through. But they won't sleep with you. You know what I mean? We've got a tough period coming up, especially when we're going to places like Villa later on in the season. You know what I mean? And then we're going to be playing teams that are going to be fighting relegation and all that. Trust me, this last half of the season is really going to be the real test. Really going to be the real test. And this is where we'll see. As long as Arsenal can keep players fit, keep players from having red cards, too many yellow cards, you know, as long as we maintain this form, we can win the league. But with those two competitions, like I said in the last video, we're going to have to sacrifice them. Because we can't go for the league title and either one of them two at the same time. I don't think this squad's too light to do that. But we'll see. Anyways, like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I will see you guys in my match reaction tomorrow evening after the game. In the meantime, if you want to keep up with anything that I'm posting, I would say follow my Instagram. It's in my channel bio anyway. Same with Twitter, that's in my channel bio. My TikTok's not, but my TikTok's, I think it's YG_AFC. So yeah, catch me on there. I'm more frequent on Twitter and Instagram. TikTok is mainly like I use it for clips now, really. But yeah, like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the match reaction tomorrow. Come on, Arsenal. I reckon we're gonna do it. Let's go.